Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I'm Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So this is your Divine Masculine message to Divine Feminine. Definitely interesting. And I feel this is my second attempt because Marcus is he's being a handful right now, of course. But from what I got from the last video before I had to redo it, where it is like Divine Masculine is he's really in his heart space. And when I say that, I feel like he has gone through so much healing and growth from the last time you guys were in connection, or the last time you guys talked, or just during whatever separation that you guys have. You need to know that Divine Masculine is doing the work. It may look like he's not, but I'm here to tell you, like, I feel like I need to pour my heart out to you, and I feel like that's him coming through, and that's his energy. Is like, if your Divine Masculine is making communication with you right now, he's pouring his heart out. It's the truth. Because the first card coming up is forgive me, right? So he knows that what he has done to you in the past has hurt you, okay? He knows that inside himself, he never intentionally meant to hurt you. And the fact that you still feel that type of, some of you it's anger, some of you it's resentment, some of you it's confusion, frustration. There's a bit of different energy that's popping through. But I feel for most Divine Feminines, it's a lot of, I don't understand how he can say he loved me or liked me, and he leaves me, he ghosts me. That's your ego. You got to place your ego aside. If you want to be back into union with your Divine Masculine, and this is what I tell everyone on my Twin Flame group, because I've been on this journey for 3 years, and my Divine Masculine recently came back after he separated for a year. He's been back in my life for 3-4 months right now, and it's been straight communication. Even though he knows I'm in another relationship right now, he has been texting me every day, calling me every day. Like, we're building up a friendship, but as far as like relationship and love, that's going to be a different level right now. But as far as like hearing him out and listening, and he has really come in with things that I knew back then that he had to awaken through. So when I tell you guys that your Divine Masculine is on his way, he's definitely on his way, because I can sit here and honestly say, like, the last 3 months I've been trying to get him back out of my life, because it's a tough place to be in when you know that, I don't want to say that I was right all along, but I knew that there was something between him and I, maybe before he did, and the fact that he ghosted and he did what he did kind of makes me resentful of him. But during this process of him coming back into my life, I know, because I tell you guys all the time, that he's coming back for a reason. He's coming back because he has this truth, and this truth that he needs to tell you. And so with my journey, I feel like allowing him that space, allowing him that place where he can talk to me and I can talk to him, and it's not fighting, it's not arguing, it's genuine, like, it is what it is, right? I feel for some of you, when your Divine Masculine comes, it's you needing to be past the stage of forgiveness. He knows he's done wrong. He doesn't need you to throw it in his face or make him feel any worse for it. If that's your intentions, and you want to have like the final say, then I feel like I'm telling you that you are just pushing your union further away. Allow, when your Divine Masculine to come back, allow him the chance to openly express what's been going on with him. Because sometimes we think that, well, this and this happened this way, but you never know why he chose to walk away or why he chose to do what he did. But at the end of the day, I feel like Spirit is saying, if you haven't forgiven him up until now, it's about looking at your own growth and your own pathway on this journey, okay? Because that's the hardest thing, guys, is, I was angry for, a year? Because for some of you that have been on this journey with me, saw that video that I came on here, and he went for surgery, and I cried. Like, I was terrified because I couldn't be there for him in COVID, and and then a couple weeks later he ghosted me, and I didn't hear from him for a year, and it was frustrating and it was hard. So I went through a lot of anger. I went through a lot of, being upset about it. But I worked through that, and I ultimately just kept talking to God and saying, like, if this is the man that I'm supposed to be with in the long run, if this is the man, then you'll bring him back to me when he is healed and done the work, and when he is ready to be open about why he chose to do what he did. Okay, so I feel like your divine masculine is saying this week, I need to feel that forgiveness from you. I don't want you to just do it for me. I want you to be able to do it for yourself, because as a divine feminine, we need to grow from what we've been hurt from. Okay, and I know a lot of people might not agree with me on this, but I feel like if you want to come back into union with your divine masculine, you need to have that unconditional unforgiveness in your heart. You need to just be able to say, okay, yes, you have hurt me, but I'm far from that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to openly say that I am ready to start again, right? And open like a fresh new chapter. Because he is sorry for hurting you. And I feel like I have to say, like, not a day goes by that I don't think about you. Lone Star, there's that song by Lone Star. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. So it's being in this place. Oh, sorry, guys. It's being in this place kind of where we say, we have to be, it's difficult for me to kind of whatever that word is, because I am further along in my twin flame journey than most of you. Some of you are still at the beginning, and you're going through that hurt, and you're going through that pain, you're going through that depression. And all I can say is that it does get better. All I can say is that, at times I have looked at my divine masculine and I hated him. And I will tell you, I hated him because I didn't understand why he chose to do what he did. But I had to work through my own ego. I had to work through my own resentment. I had to work through my own anger. I had to heal. I had to start loving myself. And that's the thing as divine feminine, is that you are going to be stronger than you think. And once you reach to the other side of this, you're going to be like, you know what? I now get why things had to happen the way that they had to happen. Okay, but your divine masculine is saying, like, I'm so truly sorry for hurting you. I never meant to hurt you. It was never intentionally done. I've always cared about you. At times I had so much love for you that I didn't know what to do with it. But I am in my feelings because I know that I have hurt you. I know that it's not going to, happen overnight. I know that it's not going to just fix itself. I know that things have to be worked out. So you need to know that whoever's divine masculine is he's saying, like, I'm in my feelings, I'm in my head because I know I've done wrong, but I do want to make things right. I do want to come back. I do want to be the person you need me to be, but I need to know that at the end of the day, like, I have your forgiveness, and that not only can you forgive me, but like, I have to be able to forgive myself too. So I feel like he's coming in, like, I'm getting chills, and I feel like my heart wants to kind of like cry, because it's a tough journey to be on, and not everyone is meant to be on this twin flame journey, so just listen to what I'm saying. If anything else, take in what I'm saying and let it sink in, because your divine masculine is coming in with a lot of emotion right now and a lot of energy. Some of you may have received confirmation. Some of you may receive communication. Your divine masculine may be sending you signs. He may be sending you synchronicities. So it's opening your heart and opening your mind to more possibilities than you ever thought. Okay? So from the other deck, it says, I pushed you away because I was confused on how I was feeling. And that happens, right? When you meet someone, and that's what divine masculine, when I met you, it was like all of this like energy and all of this feeling, and it felt like there was just so much going on, and you wanted so much from me, but I knew that I wasn't ready to give it to you. So it's like, instead of like really being honest with you about that, it was kind of easier to just push you away, right? But now he's worked above that. He knows that he was wrong, and that's why he's coming back to make things right. My biggest regret is that I did not fight for this love. And that could be two things. You could be in another relationship right now and he sees, man, you know I lost something good and I want to fight to get this back. Or two, you have such a wall up because you haven't really forgiven him like you think you have. That's not gonna resonate with everyone, but I really feel like that is the primal message, is that he knows that he now regrets letting you go because he's going to have to work 10, 20 times harder to get you back. I didn't see the truth about this connection. I was blindfolded. Now I finally realize that it's you. It was always you. You're the one. And that's what I'm saying. When someone goes through a lot of pain and hurt previously before they even meet us, yes, they're going through lessons that are initially for them, but he could have been a man that was an abusive relationship, or a man that was dealing with a narcissistic woman, or you know what I mean? Like, he could have been through his own fair share of stuff. So coming into contact or coming into a place with you where things felt right, where things felt so real, it could have shaken him up. It could have made him feel like, you know, is this possible? Is real love really possible? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling for some of your divine masculines, that when he came into contact with you, it was this feeling of, I never thought that love was possible or love would happen for me again until my eyes laid on yours. Okay? But the blindfold's coming off. I am thinking about sending you a message because I want to explain things to you. He does want to have that heart-to-heart conversation with you. It's more about, okay, so how do I say it and what do I say? I miss you so much. I want to see you soon. Okay? So he does miss you. I got this new deck. So some of your divine masculine also, he's dealing with addiction. He has a block of some sort. He could be codependent to other things. So that could be, addiction could be one of the things that is keeping him away from you. But know that he has some type of possession or a block or a restraint, or he's codependent against someone else. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide personality, pretend, collude, and gaslighting. Yeah, like, I feel like deep down he knows what he needs to say to you, but he's not really being 100% honest with you yet. He's going to be. I feel like that message is about to be sent, but it's like, okay, how do I get past this fear? What if she doesn't talk to me? What if she doesn't open up to me? What if she doesn't let me speak my truth? That sort of stuff is what I'm really feeling for you guys. But ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phrase, preparing for union. He wants union. He's coming back because he's preparing to have that union with you. That's what he wants. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Yeah, so he does miss you. You know, he thinks about the future with you. He thinks about, you know, how are things going to be? He thinks about, you know, the wedding, you know, and having kids and settling down and having that family-oriented life. The Phoenix, new phrase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So yeah, you're going to come into communication with your twin if you haven't already. And it's going to be a new sense of something. Like, he's coming in with honest truth. He's coming in with the message that you needed to hear before, but he's coming in now because he's sort of ready, you know? The Snake. Competition, enmity, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. He could be in a third-party situation with another woman right now. That could be the blockages, that he's trying to let someone else go because he knows that that person's not for him to come back to you, and he doesn't want to put you in the middle of that. That's not for everyone, but not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So some of your divine masculines, he's dealing with fear, ego, he's dealing with jealousy, he's self-sabotaging, drinking, doing drugs, something to kind of steer him away from you, because he just doesn't feel like he's worthy of you at this time. That's not going to be for all of you, but that's for some of you. About receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. Yeah, so he's closing a cycle because he now knows that he wants more, and that includes you. Okay. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to his ego. So some of your divine masculine, that's what's happening, is that he's running right now. He's running because he's got a third party going on, and it doesn't necessarily mean he has another relationship. It could be job, it could be friendship. But he fears for the most part that he's not worthy of, your love, or that you've moved on, or something along with that. So that's why some of your divine masculine stays away. I feel like for majority of you, though, your divine masculine's going to come back, and it's going to come back with what I've been telling you. Like he does miss you. It took him a while to realize, but sometimes, you have to be away from someone to realize how much you love them, and that's how it goes. I don't know. Hopefully this helps you guys. You guys have yourself a great day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.